Puma and Dortmund have really experimented design over the past few years that they have been in a relationship. I think what we saw last season for their special shirt, which takes inspiration from the Drake Rainbow design that I have made an episode about, I think that was the pinnacle of its design elements. Even last year's home shirt I really enjoyed. This season's I wasn't a huge fan of, but I think it looks great on the pitch. Again, this is something that I say in every episode. These are my opinions, and I think these will definitely grow. As this was released many months ago, I wasn't a fan of it. Having it in person, I think I've changed my approach, bar some changes. I think this shirt could be a lot better if there were some elements changed to it. First of all, it's definitely that collar, but this is something that Puma has played across their entire portfolio of shirts throughout this year. I think the collar line is pretty out there. I think it's really changed and made a lot of opinions in the shirt community. But the one thing that a lot of people have forgotten about, there's sometimes been mentioned here and there, but it's this massive square sponsor of 1 and 1 that really ruins the shirt. I honestly don't understand why they can't just go for a individual lettering that works well. Similar to what we see with the PSG and the AII sponsorship, I think this one here is definitely an eyesore. I think the Inter token has been something that a lot of people have been outspoken about, but on a shirt and as an elemental piece to the shirt, I think this one here is definitely the biggest eyesore of any shirt in this season. I love a beautiful badge. I think the Puma badges are great additions to all the shirts. I think for available shirt to any fan, I think Puma do put a lot of detail in the badges. Both the badge and the Puma badge here are stitched on. As I said in one of my videos, we do also feature 2 smaller cats on each shoulder. This is something that even Nike has now approached and put onto their shirts. I think the PSG third shirt that was released only a few days ago does feature that as well. We've got that beautiful sponsorship here on the left-hand side of the shirt. I think it's the opal. This is one of the most iconic sponsors of a car brand in German history, alongside Volkswagen and many others. But I think when it comes to this design or this logo, it has featured on many shirts that I think this would have been a great addition to the front here. The back of the shirt is a clean black background. The material used in this is a lot thinner than the front and the sides. I do love the bold, nice yellow Dortmund that we have here. I think this is something that should have played across a lot more elemental pieces in the shirt. I would have loved to have seen it in the collar or even on the sleeves. I know a lot of people have said this is a training top or a training top design, but I think as a shirt, it works a lot better than many of the Puma third shirts this season. Again, the smallest little piece of detailing that I would have added to this shirt would be fixing the collar line to a bit of a round neck or even a high neck. I think this shirt could have been a great long sleeve item. Then again, Haaland and many of his teammates this season can't really do wrong in any shirt. I think both the home and away look perfect on each player. Haaland himself has made this shirt look amazing. And I think when it comes to a Puma shirt, the colorway or even the darkness of the color tones that are used in the fabric do tend to get a lot more darker when players do sweat. I did see that with a lot of the Man City home shirts when they went from a blue to a dark blue. Even their away shirt, the white, went from a white to an off-white. So I think when you see this on a game day, the grays tend to go a bit more black alongside the black lines. The shirt, when it was released, paid homage to the community. I think something that we do see in current status of pretty much a divide of the last couple of months, being from home and working on the internet. I think when clubs connect themselves to communities is a great aspect, but I think this shirt here is pretty much a simple design, but it works well as an away shirt. Like many of the other Puma shirts, it is pretty strong around the neckline. I think the fabric is pretty loose on both the front and the back being a lot more thinner because of the airways and the technology behind it for player performance. Stitching, as always, is great. I think Puma does a great job for that. The shirt itself has a great stretch, and itself being a 5-panel system. Alongside all of that, it does feature 2 bands across the shoulder blades. I'm definitely not the only person in the kit community that has a bit of a love-hate relationship with Puma and the neck designs. I think this one, more so being a darker shirt, is a lot more proven to show that neckline a lot more than some of the other Puma shirts that I've reviewed on this channel. And again, wearing this shirt, you can see that this massive sponsor here is definitely an eyesore, and it's a lot more of an eyesore than the Juventus sponsor. So I really do like to compare which one, and let me know in the comments below, which one do you dislike more? This one here or the Juventus 2XC alongside the Jeep sponsorship? The shirt fits perfectly. I think it's a medium that I'm wearing today. Again, another little detailing that I don't like about Puma shirts this season is this little bit of frailing detailing on each sleeve. I think it's too thin to be a part of a shirt, and I think it's something that does not feature in the player spec. I think the spec that we get given to us as fans has a little bit of a thread that doesn't make this part strong when you're wearing it. It does like to tend to flip over, and I think that's a bad element to a lot of the Puma shirts this season. If you do have any of the second or home shirts this season from any Puma team, let me know in the comments below. Do you have this little hate-love relationship with this design element in all the Puma shirts this season? Overall, as a rating, I do give this a 2 out of 5. I know it's pretty harsh, but it is what it is. And I think it is a shirt that could have done a lot better. Then again, Dortmund do no wrong in the 90s. I think that's why a lot of people compare today's shirts to last generation shirts. I think we're definitely due for some nice designs in the next couple of years with Puma before they move on. Hopefully we do see a new brand at the club, because I think Puma is really letting down the brand and the identity for the club. The last year's shirt, like I said, the special third shirt was a great tease. I do hope that they can do something this year at the end of the year. Hopefully it's a trend before they leave and we get to see something amazing for at least 2 more seasons with the club. As always, this kit is supplied to me by my good friends and massive supporters of this channel, Ultra Football. If you're after this shirt or any other shirt that I've spoken about from this season or last season, please check them out in the description below. And as always, make sure to follow me on all my socials, whether it's Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. Make sure to leave a like and a comment below. And as always, please stay safe, stay away from stupid people, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much for watching today's video, and as always, a massive shout out goes out to the collector at the end of every episode. This week it's stoppage time winner, and like I said, I'll try my best to have 3 episodes per week. If you have any ideas or any suggestions, don't be scared to slide into my DMs like Atusa does every weekend. But as always, stay safe, and I'll see you next episode. Thank you and goodbye.